you're all having a wonderful day. Just finishing up the last little bit, we'll get started. Good afternoon. So yeah, today we've got more lion painting. It's a good old weekend and we get to continue on with Mr. Johnson. I've only got some small pieces today. It's one of the heads and the backpack, and then after that we're probably going to start working on down the line, but probably the Watchers, and then maybe, I don't think I'll do more heads on the channel. I might. We'll see. Yeah, we've got Ye Old Backpack. I've got the sword over here for reference on what I used, and one of the heads. Without further ado, let's get cracking. It's probably just going to be these two for today. There's a bunch of other stuff I wanted to get to besides setting up streams, so once these two are done, I probably will just end it. I wanted to get this going. So I do remember this screen being okay. Yeah, there we go. It's actually very close to the emerald I had starting up. We should have everything else. I'm not going to be strapped for looking for anything. And you know what else I'm going to need? The gold. Need to get that gold ready. Was it Mournfang or a different brown? No? Where's that shield? Shield isn't good. No, that looks okay. Even if it is a different brown, I'm fairly certain it's probably this one, wasn't it? Yeah, it's probably Mournfang. That makes more sense. Because one has a bit more red than the other ones. Let me see. Place him right there. Yeah, that looks a bit more familiar. I have both of them then. That's fine. I actually have an extra level then. Yeah. Sure, good focus? Yeah, good focus, great focus. I'm gonna have to let that dry and then tackle it again. Do I want to do the... So, marbling's kind of standard. I don't hate it, honestly, and it'd probably give me more practice with how to do marble, considering I'm doing it with Lice. I could do it like that. Make sure I get all the edges correct at least. Before I start venturing out into other areas. I think I can get a Wraith Bow ready with the thumbtack. I can use it as a sitting step. The old ball of clay. There we go. There we go. Too light. There we go. Is that all the gold parts I need to worry about for now anyway? I believe so. Where is that? I can actually use the buff. Buff, and then I need... Where is the formula piece? That was a bit closer than I anticipated. Caught myself. Alright, let's see. Beginning point for this. Well, first, what I want to do is this. Come on, give me consistency I can work with. That'll be fine. I'm wondering if I actually just go... No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't leave this unattended and behind, even if it's not going to be seen by light. I should at least give it one layer. I feel like that should be the golden rule. Alright, good. It's drying, leaving dark crevices. That'll fix later with green. Speaking of green, I think it's time we actually address it. Reduce slightly. Okay. Where do I want a little bit light. Let me see, actually. Consistency is fine. How does it compare to this? It's actually a bit darker than the emerald, so I'll take it. I'll take it as the base. It's actually a very good green. I do like that. Kind of like a reverse following of light. Alright. Should cover the basin everywhere that I need to worry about. Except for those 3 divots. But you know what I can do is I can wet it down a bit. I have a plan for over here. Hello, Deathfang. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. How about you? How's your weekend going? How long have I been streaming overall? I'm embarrassed to admit I was on and off for a while and have fully committed since the end of 2024, I believe. Yes, 2024 or 2023. I tried to start off way young and shit just was on and off. I finally found my niche, I think the saying goes. And welcome to the desk. If I could paint on that corner one more time. Ay, ay, ay. To keep the black there, actually. See how that pans out. Any plans for Halloween? I was thinking of doing either more of the Chaos Marines, or, and it's a big or, that I have Drukhari, and I was thinking of grabbing maybe a standalone demon character. Probably not a greater demon, I don't want to kill myself. But maybe like a, actually, now that I think about it, most of the standalone demon characters, aren't they in the, they're in the infantry box, aren't they? I'll have to get back on that one. That one's gonna be a bit weird, maybe. But it's mostly gonna be a lot of, either Chaos, or I might throw in, I think my local shop had some solo orcs. So I might grab one of those to help celebrate good old Orktober. And I might throw in a game or two. We'll see. It's a long month, and it has just begun. But mostly for me right now, it's getting back in the saddle after a whole job change-up. Different hours, new timings. The body is not cooperating. It's giving me quite a bit of sass. I think I had to make that sacrifice right there. Alright. Maybe you could do an art collab, bounce ideas around. Sure. Artistic creation. I mean, I don't know what much advice I could bring you, but I appreciate it. If you want, there's a little connection to a little Discord server if you want to send me messages there. Go right ahead. Holy shit, I got lucky and sniped it. Actually, did I get lucky? I don't think I did. No, I kinda did. I think actually there I can. Do that. Always gotta double check to see if I made sure the mic was on. I always have a horrendous feeling I've left it muted for some point. My next look is probably just going to be to start getting the... What I can do here is this. You just get a little gray. Alright, now I need to know how I want the light hitting this thing. How did I get rid of the sword? Is it the light's hitting on the back? Or no, hitting across there? Like a 45 degree? That's what I did. Shield is gonna be that way. Be the light coming this way. Okay. Actually. probably gonna have to be something like that. That streak's going there. So, let me see. And Fintech is not agreeing with me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. checking it back and forth. Nah, I kind of lost it. Hold on. Bring this back. There we go. Yep. Where? No. I'm looking at it correctly for the light. I just gotta make sure I don't overpower the granite. So I have it there. This is the step up here. Now it's starting to get that look I'm looking for. Like, it's mostly just painted on metal, like just using the standard metal coloring with some washes. I just gotta remember the colors I use constantly for these golds. Alright, I think we've got one shoulder plate done. Or, my bad, not shoulder plate, but like jet area. So, I can move on to these guys. This might actually be the harder part. No, I'm doing this okay. Having that weakened in the wet is going to be a whole lot better for me in the long run. Come on, you. Fucking granite. Okay. Ad break. See you guys in about 30 seconds. That's gonna give me a jump. Gold's looking good. But God, I can't figure out granite yet. God, that's difficult. I think at this point, now that I have it, I might as well just highlight to save my life. Paint my damn case. Get this going. unconditionally added scratches to the granite? I really can't show it though. Damn it. Hold on. Oh no, I think I just gotta turn this down. Focus. Focus, my AutoCAD. Bring it up higher. There we go. Now you should be able to see it. Now one more. There they are. I was actually surprised at that. I did not think it would work that well. Sometimes the gamble pays off. Not always. But when it does, it's pretty okay. See if we can't get to the other side now. Or I could take care of the ring, which I think I might do. Forgot I decreased it by 2 levels. Fine, so I want it to hit. Kind of just have to make it bright all around. Shifted. Realign. stuck on my fucking hands. Hands are getting numb. There we go. Much better. How's that? Trying to see if we have another cork. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can't find another cork. Found what I'm looking for. Going to quickly transfer. Very carefully. Okay. And voila, we have a cork. It's a bit better, right? Good shine. I thought I could use a little bit more, that's why I went back at it. There we go. Hey, Pixie. Art's going good. Going back and forth, but mostly getting real good at getting that nice gold glow for the backpack. Just kind of working back and forth between that and the Iron Halo. Iron Halo's giving me a little bit of trouble, though. It's really good, thank you. I'm definitely seeing constant progress, and it honestly makes me super happy for when I eventually want to tackle on larger projects in the future. It's nice to see the skill improve. We also got a little bit of a granite action going on. Slowly making our way across the whole backpack. Jesus, my voice cracked. Oh, I was about to say something, and then I suddenly broke. Watching the Las Vegas Open yesterday and saw dragon units you were talking about the other week absolutely ruin their opponents. I really suck already. Oh, yeah, it's the Stormcast Eternals. Hold on. Or are you talking about the, what is it, was this Fantasy or Sigmar? Was this Fantasy or Sigmar? Because Fantasy, elves have dragons. In Sigmar, I think it's elves and humans have dragons. Oh, no, that we were a Eldari? Oh, the Fire Dragons. Yes. The Melta Boys, yeah. No, dude, their entire job is to make one specific unit they hate just disappear. That is their whole existence. What were they? What were they fighting? Because I have a couple of armies in mind, but I would possibly like to think it's probably Tyranny. Sorry, super vague description. Very bad. Don't worry about it. Trust me, it took me a while to start remembering faction names too. I'm no savant with it. Ah, I caught the tail of it. They usually keep it on a VOD, so I'm sure I can look at it later. See if I can't downgrade this a bit. I think I went too gung-ho on the Halo. Forgot the word for kettle and had to call it water cooker. Everything is a thingamajig. I hear you. Am I in there correctly? I'll try the other side, maybe? Here, you know it'll definitely help. Screw in the cork. There you go, get that out. There, that might make it easier for the toothpick. There you go. I want good stability when I'm going into this. Oh, you know what I always forget? Because I go to white gray and I think that's the highest I can go. I have white scar. There it is. It's the shining glory. I appreciate that. I just want to make sure the light hits it right to follow the pack. Or the siding of it. While I'm at it, I can leave a dusting of white scar over here, because that's the final level of light I want to pick for things. And of course, after digging through my goddamn paints, I find a cork off to the right. I need a rack. I need a rack of paints so I can have a clear work area. It's just off to the left. To be fair, all to my left, even though it's that full, it's not even all my paints. Alright, I just need a dusting of this. There we go. There we go. Now it's got that shine I'm looking for. Give my creation life. Hit there. Need a little bit of water over here, so I also need. Usually grab the colors. Okay. just a dash of white scar. It's like I'm playing Cooking Mama. Paints. And then now what I can do is a little cheat of mine. Just run through it over again with this. I can bring it down a bit. Good. So I have more paints than probably will ever need. Didn't buy a proper rack, just bought 6-tier acrylic melange. Sheesh! They're transparent so you can see clearly everything, costing about 14 total. Ooh! That sounds nice. Yeah, transparent would be nice. I mean, I'm a bit old school in my fashion. I think I prefer just something like a straight up wood rack. Like just quick little tiny wood shelf rack. Kind of like a spice cabinet deal. I was infested at a young age due to a very loving and caring grandmother, and I really enjoy racks like that. Because you can just see and pick off immediately. I'm also running out of the yellow I need. I'll just be sure to hit that again. Since we're in a little bit of a free fall, chat, what have you all been up to? Painting anything, playing anything? What's the word? Hummingbird. How we all doing? How are the life projects going? Oh yeah, getting into a funk. I see what my problem is. I see it. I'm no longer blind. Okay, carefully. There we go. I keep going too gung-ho into the white. That's why it's not giving me a chance for the yellow to work on. Spice Rack Style School, it just went for the tiers because of different shaped bottles. That's actually smart. I forget about the different shaped bottles. I think with the way I'm thinking, though, it should be fine just because, I mean, Spice Rack Style usually gets them very high. Deepened shade. All of the Vortex and Space Ring 2 because cosmetics. I still have to do a bunch of those Vortex. I finally got, because I've been trying to prestige classes now, and I finally got the tactical up to at least Prestige 3, level 25, so I think I can start properly doing those Vortex missions. I just gotta sit... I have time ready for later, after we pump it up and paint this. But I have to sit down and just do that, because I'm trying to get that nice-looking pauldron for the apothecary look that I'm going for. It's so difficult to try and make an apothecary without the apothecary pauldron. If that makes sense. Because, like, you don't have the, what is the Caduceus? The Cadius? It's the twin snake for the symbol for healing. And it's usually on the right pauldron of the apothecary. Just run one Vortex, and the next week and a half you'll get it. Community events and all that. That's fair. What did I just have on my brush? I don't know, but it's gone. Talking about Space Marine. Clipped the caps lock. Dude, that worked out perfectly, though. All you hit was 2 words, and it fit perfectly. No worries there. You know, funny enough, another game I've gotten back into is Borderlands 2. Borderlands 4 came out. I kept looking up reviews, watching playthroughs, and I'm just sitting there going, eh. After Borderlands 3, I was kind of burned. I kind of just stick around in 2 in 2014. Little bit of a bone breaker chat, but isn't it crazy to think that Borderlands 2 is now over 10 years old and it's still one of the best looter shooters out there? Like, it's still bullshit what they did with the NDA, but the fact that it is still 10 years strong as, like, the looter shooter is crazy to me. How is it no one can get that right? You just go from point to point, playing the story, getting cool, like, gear. How has no one else figured that out? That blows my mind. You think of all the other looter shooters that have come out, and some of them have been good, but it's like none of them get to that point of Borderlands 2. That's just crazy to me. Hell, dude, what is it, Ubisoft's The Division? That's like the only other looter shooter I played, and still, it comes nowhere close to Borderlands 2. I just really liked the military aesthetic of it. There we go. Now I got the Iron Halo. Now it's looking spicy. It's not what I was hoping for. Hold on. There we go. Now it's connected good. Heck yeah. Good Iron Halo. You like it better than 3? I mean, a lot of Borderlands is better than 3. I'd probably even take the pre-sequel over 3, and I've never played the pre-sequel. It's kind of crazy how that's, like, the #1 lowest Borderlands. I think just because a lot of aspects of that game were just terrible. What was it that really stuck out for Borderlands 3 for me? Honestly, I think the complete tossing of the Borderlands 2 character crew was a big middle finger that I just did not enjoy. 2 of them didn't even show up. They killed off one for the progression of another, which look how well that turned out, and then one of them just appeared and dipped, June style. I think of the characters I enjoyed in 3 was Reese. He was pretty funny. Was it really just Reese? That's crazy. And not just because he has the same name as my little deer guy. I actually did chuckle a couple times at him. That's not me, that's an alarm. Well, here's the thing. When they killed off Scooter in the Telltale series, like, he went out really awesome. The man literally just rides a rocket and just explodes. Spoilers, but, you know, that series is out, has been out for like 7 years, I think. I don't know when the Telltale series, it's definitely been over half a decade. I do like the memorial they give him, though, which is awesome. It's nice hearing Scooter's voice in Borderlands 2. I do enjoy catching a ride. I also enjoyed all the cheaty ways you could, sort of game the system of, what was it? Some of the, what is it, the package missions, I think, in Borderlands 2, where you had to run in a certain time frame or else you fail and restart. he was fully my favorite. He's a good favorite. There's a lot of good dialogue with that character, and the VA did an awesome job with him. Also, apologies for the weird angle. I'm just making sure I'm getting everything on the Iron Halo. Like out by that big old pump station. Oh my god, what's the what's that what's the mission? Right, it's when you're about to go it's when you're about to go rescue Roll in Borderlands 2 when you're trying to go into the stronghold. And he pipes up with just a big old sassy, not getting in that way. Better go see my kin out in the dust. He'll set you up right. That one line just sticks out. Also, a lot of his missions are just generally funny and fun to do. Until you get to Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Like, this is the second time in Borderlands 2 I'm taking a character all the way to max level, and I forgot how much of a pain in the ass Ultimate Vault Hunter mode is. It literally, for the game, it literally goes 1 through 32, you're having fun. 33 to 50, you're starting to get the challenge, and then 51 to 72 is pain incarnate, because it feels like you're making no progress. It's like the one difficulty I hate. Torg is another great character. The way he just shouts friend zone stays in my head rent-free. Poor bastard can't catch a break. Him and Scooter can't catch a break. I think that's why I enjoy him. They take the rejection on the chin. (52 to OP8, you are wrecked. I am, for two reasons. One, because it's OP8, and two, because I really enjoy playing Ashton. I love the commando turret. If I was a sensible person, I would have picked Gunzerker and just grabbed 2 unkept heralds and dared the world to do something about it. OP8 Necromancer. Necromancer's another good one. If you spec it right, you'll just cleave everything. I think the best classes in that game are Gunzerker, Necromancer, Siren can be really good, and I think people really had a good time with Krieg as a sleeper build. Yeah. It really was just a wonder, like, how often can you spray bullets and how often can you crit hard? Was really the name of the game. I'm starting to get the hang of it, though, for good old Ashton. both sides? Not particularly. There we go. There we are. The Iron Halo is looking good. Feeling good, looking good. Looking real good. This needs the dusting, which is fine. I also need to be careful about trying to show glowing areas. Go. Just like the rocket launcher jump. His love against the Siren. I love the trailer for the Psycho. That thing is still always funny. Always funny, always wholesome. I love that lad. Oh my god, is that my stream elements working? I don't believe it. There's a load of surprises happening today. Okay, little 2-hour recollection. Honestly, good progress so far. Left shoulder's good. We then have to take care of the right little portion of it, right shoulder of it, and then afterwards I think it's a turnover on the other. Well, I don't have to worry too much about the other side, but I do have to like get the I have to get the little, I was gonna say respirators. That is not a respirator. Cooling engines. I recently swapped, so I need to double check all my things. Follow thing up. I don't know if it's ever been working, but I set that follow thing up a while ago, and it's so long that it still has my character's name instead of the channel's name. And I guess at letters. Hell. I love guessing what I'm looking for. That's the #1 way to do it. Doesn't always work out in game though. Chat, if I could also ask, make sure to remind me to mat this when I'm done, so I don't lose all my progress and cry. I've been forgetting to mat my miniatures again, and I'm starting to see problems happen. I was such a silly guy when I started painting. I was like, Matt, why the hell do I need to mat? The paint's right there. And then slowly I'm starting to see chips. Doesn't always work out in games when I'm spamming caps. I hate that sometimes too. When I'm fast typing, the caps lock hits up, and I think I'm hitting shift. That one's actually kind of frustrating. I can see that. Kind of giving a camo look to this thing. Oh, that's right, it says Valor. Oh, he nails it. Take some of that out. Perfect. Beautiful. He gets real methodical with it. points of attack are going to be here, 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 here. Probably underneath. Here, it helps with the shadows, like that there, and then while that dries, I can come back to it later. Go. Alright, lads. Ad break time. I'm actually going to take a little intermission myself. Leave this going, and I'll be back in a few minutes. I apologize for looking at that last minute. I use a little bit of glue, but sometimes just a little bit of thumbtack here and there. It's just standard, like, gray thumbtack. I'm alive. Let's get back to it, shall we? Cool beans, thank you. I'm glad I got that in time. As soon as I was walking away, I didn't want to leave you high and dry. For the hot second it was there. I think pack is kind of fine how it is. Let me get a white scar up in this one though. Add a little bit of texture to there. Yep. Bit of that. There we go. It's better. Welcome back. Thank you, Pixie. Here. Should be good on the backpack side of things. Go. think, chat, all that's left is to hit the other side with its stuff and give the other shoulder plate the gold that it needs. How do I know where to highlight into shade? So, it's a bit tricky at first, but it's basically at the same point of envision the model in front of you, and then since I have this gigantic fuck-off halo of God, it essentially simulates the light hitting down this way, but then I also make sure to edge highlight. Or not edge highlight, what's the word? Dry brush? Yeah, it's basically dry brush on white, and it's also just it's a big pain in the ass of just figuring out how the light hits it, and then you kind of just got to position, keep the image in your brain. So I'm basically thinking that the lion is right here, his back is this way, Cape's going that way too, he's right here. Where is it? His weapon is right here. Oh shit! Right here, chilling. His shield would be right here up against his arm, so then the light hits there. I might actually have to lighten that up a bit. I'm gonna be real with you, I could not figure that shit out for the life of me either. And it's a huge pain. But it's also a matter of, in Gold's case anyway, that most metals tend to shine frequently if they're like prized as, I guess the term is like if it's prized and put into sun. Like a lot of metal's just gonna shine regardless. So you kind of just have to keep the metal in mind. But it's gonna suck your first couple times around, so I do apologize on that front. I can't really give you a concrete, it's just a lot of trial and error. Shit. Shield also likes bouncing a lot, Jesus. Yeah, if I could be honest with you, this is like, in terms of like practicing like shadows and stuff, this is like my 23rd or 25th model doing it. Because I've been trying to practice with, I've been trying to do a trick that someone did on YouTube for Black Templars, which is you prime Lead Belcher, wash the shit out of it, and then I've been trying to mimic how those lightings look for Lead Belcher to practice the non-metallic metals. I'm gonna tell you right now, did not work well first starting off. And then as soon as I dropped that idea and started just looking and watching other painters do how they do metal, if you want a trick on how to do metal like this, I think his name is... I think he actually goes by Flareon. But, because I've been watching this guy do non-metallic metals, and he actually has an interesting way of doing non-metallic metals that help you understand shading a bit. Actually, did I recently like stuff from him? I believe I did. Where are you, my lord? Where are you? No, I did recently. Is that you? No. That's not you either. There's a lot of freaky miniaturists. I know I did. Where are you? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Did I bookmark you? You know, I thought I did. I wish I could figure out how to find that shit from here. But, I don't believe I can. Oh, no, there it is. Where is it? There he is. I'll switch to a quick live scene. This guy. So his trick for doing like shading and as well as non-metallic metals is he starts by finding out where the light hits best, and then he slowly builds it up over time. And then after a while he starts putting on gradients. I kind of do like a little run-of-the-mill rugby version of it, but it definitely produces very good results. So be sure to check this guy out. My bad, Flameon. It's close. I just keep thinking of the Pokemon. And it's a real great way to practice your non-metallic metals. It is. It's him. I believe the guy I also follow his name is like Juan. 1 second. I think I have it saved here. Is it on my bookmarks? Yeah. Here. Another guy I follow is Juan. He's also another insane fucking artist. I'm currently feeling jealous about his Lysander. But he's another amazing artist that blends airbrush as well as standard streaks. But I've really grown attached to his style as well. And I'm kind of just trying to build my own as it goes. And he also loves doing lighting effects. I eventually want to try this one day, but I also want to get an airbrush. And shit's money. And so is rent. These guys are awesome. Be sure to check them out if you can, if you want to find more time. I super enjoy all the stuff they do. I also want to set time aside and do my own little paint up things, but I think for now I would just have footage from Twitch, which is fine. Balancing ye old life takes a bit of practice. As soon as I get back into a rhythm, though, I should be okay. Yes, they also have YouTubes. I do apologize. Yes, they do also have YouTubes. Please go check them out. Now I have something better to binge watch than shorts. They do a lot of shorts, but they also do some. They do some of the main content. Those guys have been a huge help in stepping up my game plan. Another artist, I think, what is his name? Zumiko? He is a painter in Europe. I can show him off too. To the Udall tubes. If this thing would not fall, that'd be great. There he is. Another good one to check out is this guy. He has a newsletter and also posts up pretty frequent videos on upping your game. Lots of ones. He's another good one. These are all painters that have been painting for like 10 plus years. To put a quote I thought of nicely, they're freaks with transfer sheets. To hit the light properly, I need to start it up from there. It's gonna be a bit difficult. No, I actually don't need that. I need more, Mournfang. There we go. I've used up most of my browns in the pursuit of gold. Speaking of Spooktober, I didn't notice this was in here. What's funny is that this is also going to be good practice for the Conquest army I'm building, because I'm trying to do a bit more of the hand gold here and there, and I want to practice for those banners. I could just show off a bit. Dude, everyone's on their Uma Musume grind. I'm on my own horse grind myself. The army that I decided to pick has a lot of cavalry, and I think I have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 infantry units and like 13 cavalry units. I'm on a different kind of horse grind altogether. Look at this dude, look at these freaks. For Conquest I did 100 Kingdoms. And they have a lot of cool miniatures. Stay. I haven't glued the horsemen yet to their horses. I think I'm gonna do that once I know they're like done. Got so dirty and chipped way back in the 90s. I actually got one of those. I got one of those old Warhammer Fantasy packs that is like the Pegasus thing that I'm just keeping sealed, like my own little collectible sealed product. I got it from an auction that I think was like late 90s, early 2000s. The dirt cave at depth, absolutely. I need that. That's just to keep up spirits. I think I can turn up the gold a bit. Lost so many had wood elves. I've seen those wood elves. It looks really easy to lose those miniatures. They are super tiny and probably hard to put away. messed it up a little bit. So I think what I can do is this. I have to start over this side. That side's still fine. I'm gonna start that side over, and then there we go. That's better. There we go. Give it a bit more gold, but not too much gold. There we go. Now it's looking a lot better for the lighting anyway. That's working out. Hello, EM Taco. I apologize, I got a little lost in the sauce. We're currently working on the backpack for the Lion L. Johnson model, giving it some non-metallic gold, as in non-metallic paints. Hawk handling unicorn, that is all. I have so many though, they were all metal. Ooh. That sounds honestly nice, Pix. A little bit more glow on that backpack up there. No, it's just a full Lionel Johnson model. Honestly, you'll know whether I'm army painting if I'm using the metal paints I have off to the side. Then you know I'm army painting. I don't go this balling hard for an army. I would probably resign. I respect anyone who does go full hand. Just because that stuff is a nightmare. So this is purely display purpose. I got the ding. Ian Taco. Thank you for that follow. I like that rhyme too. Love painting the birds. It really taught me how to dry brush and all those. Dry brushing is an odd satisfaction that I can't explain. I might actually have to keep it up there. Actually, no, that's perfect, because then I can go in with this. There we go. Dirty it up a bit for the shading. There we go. I'm hoping to see the mini painting stuff grow on here. I'm also hoping to do some of my own before much longer. I haven't gotten to paint any minis in almost 2 years due to space and time. I feel you. I'm just currently in a dry spell, but rest assured there will be more. There will be more painting on the stream. I'd just like to break it up between that and games, and also working on some of the gaming projects I have ready. But this painting here is slowly becoming my new favorite. Not pastime, but like comfortable breakdown, I think is the word I want to use. Constantly improving the skill. And also, I want to keep doing crazy projects for you guys. What different ideas we can come up with. Pop them off. Careful. I think it is. Yes, lights coming down. That way, that way. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's the call of familia. I gotta. I gotta take care of what I can take care of before I'm kicked and pulled away. There we go. I think that's better of a shine to carry the light where I wanted to take it. Yeah, much better. Okay. There we go. Much better. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, wait. Still one more. I forgot. Forgot about the granite over here. Oh, paragraph incoming. Warhammer things. We can start building the Salamander's army. That's what we like to see. Representation for the dragons in green. Let's go. So far, the longest I've spent on mini was an adult blue dragon that took about 5 to 6 hours. Nice. Hello again, Goth. How you doing? You caught us near the crest end, but we're just doing doing some lion painting. So I can get more models. I'm also baking banana bread. Let's go. This is not agreeing with me. going to start a Gene Stealer cult army. Come on now. That's better. Alright. I think one hit. White scar across the granite will suit us up just fine. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you. I can do a little bit more down there at least. There we go. I present to you our Lionel Johnson backpack with non-metallic metals. Got a little back shot as well. That's right, I also need highlights over here. Thank you, Pixie. I actually did forget. I'm gonna mat this baby up. And unfortunately, I am out of time because I'm heading to a nice little family get-together. So with that, I'll be sure to post a finished pic for the Twitters. I don't know if I'll include the backside, but, you know, it's present to it. With that, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. If you have not decided to follow yet, consider leaving a follow. Lets you know when I'm going live and when we're going to be continuing paint projects or playing. If you're curious about any of my past projects, check it out on the social links down below. You'll mostly find it on Twitter. I also do tend to post on Instagram here and there. And until then, I will see you guys Tuesday. But I think the best part for that is we should just do a little raid. Because a couple of you did come in near the end, and I don't want to leave you off with just nothing. You know what? This goober's streaming, doing crazy stuff. Sure, we can go bother him. Gonna be a stark trash because they're playing something, but it's up to you guys if you want to stay or not. Once again, thank you so much for the stream, and I'll see you guys next week.